I'm having a really hard time making this video. I don't know why. Because it's not like what I have to say is completely absurd and off the wall and I'm having a hard time constructing it. I just keep messing up. So, this is for you, Chris, and it's gonna hopefully work out this time. You put up a video this morning, last night, whenever, about finding an ally versus finding a gatekeeper. And I think what you said makes a lot of sense, but I think there are some other things that need to be talked about. In that, it's not always possible to have your hormone therapist be your ally. Sometimes you have to play the game, and sometimes you have to find allies elsewhere. And I think it's really important that people have allies that aren't queer, because they can kind of look at you and go, really? Like, let's sit down and talk about this again. And sometimes that's obnoxious as shit, and you can tell them that, but sometimes it's really a good idea to sit down and kind of see what's going on in your head versus what they're hearing, because sometimes, at least I know for me, I have a hard time vocalizing what's going on in my head, and so sitting down with someone who isn't queer and really going over how I'm feeling in Trans 101 terms really helps solidify it for me. So I think that's very important. And educating people is always really important too. And that was something that you mentioned. But education can be found in a lot of different places, and I don't think you necessarily have to have an ally to be able to educate them. I've educated a lot of people that are not necessarily my allies. But that's probably just me being a dick. But whatever. So, I think the other thing is that people need to understand that sometimes their therapist can't be their ally. And that blows. But, I mean, sometimes you have to go to a certain therapist because of money concerns, or because they're the only people that really know about the trans process, and so you can kind of streamline it for them, because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm working with the system because they know what they're doing, and so hopefully I can just, right through it. That's what I want. So, sometimes going to another therapist for, actual emotional mental health issues is a good idea. That's what I did over the summer, and my therapist there, who didn't know anything about non-binary gender presentation, sweet woman, amazing therapist in terms of helping me with my anxiety, helped me a lot in terms of how I was feeling about myself in my family situation, how I was feeling about myself in society, and she really helped solidify what I want for my transition. And I don't even think she realized how much she helped me, but she did a lot. And so that's a big deal. So I guess I want to say that I think that's important, that people realize that it's not always, you can't always just go through therapists until you find one that works. Sometimes you have to be with a therapist that doesn't work, and I know people are like, no, you don't have to. Sometimes you do. And sometimes, if that's what it takes to get you to hormones and that's what you need, that's what you need. And you gotta work with it. And make sure that you find someone else who is capable of helping you with your mental health in other facets of your life. So, yeah, my computer's overheating. I think I said what I have to say. I could go on a ramble about a story, but it's not that big of a deal. So, I'm gonna end this now, upload it, and go get food. And then I'm going to therapy. So, wish me luck.